She is a very seasoned women artist. Her name is Mrs. Jayabharti Balaji. She lives in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. She has been an electrical engineer through profession, but right now she is a full-time artist dedicated to teaching and learning Indian traditional folk arts. So over to you, ma'am. Please tell us something about your journey, your background, a little bit introduction, and then we'll go from there.
Hi everyone, I am Jayabharti Balaji. I am from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and I am a homemaker basically. Not just a homemaker, but now I am an art instructor and an art lover too.
That's so nice. So, can you please tell us how your transition happened, from being an electrical engineer, that is definitely a very technical field, a domain, and total transition to a very creative space as a folk artist?
Yeah, since my childhood, painting was my passion, and I was working on it, but not through proper channels. But I didn't get a proper channel while doing the paintings that time. But after marriage and my children grown up, I just one day I was about to see an art class in Chennai, and I was very much interested and to learn all type of art forms they are teaching. So I just thought that just go and learn that art just for my satisfaction.
Sure.
But after that, after learning one art, I could not stop myself, and I continued to learn 3 or 4 art forms, and now still I'm learning. I am in the learning process.
Wow. That really sounds very encouraging and motivating, because it's not easy to make a transition at a phase of of your life, and that simply inspires. Maybe it inspires to me and maybe other women artists or any artist who's out there who's looking for a transition from any field to any other field. There is, I would say that there is no age, there is no time when you can't learn anything. You just need to explore and live your dreams. So I guess you're a true example of that, and thanks for connecting with us. So Miss Balaji, please tell us, what do you love most about teaching arts, and especially folk arts, to any art lover?
Yeah. Basically, folk art means it is an umbrella term used for all art forms of painting. It's not just one art form. It comprises of many art forms. It also tells about, it usually represents the scenes from our epics, our historical stories, and the life form of different tribal people. The Warli, for example, I would say.
Yeah.
So, I mainly focus on traditional and folk arts just to keep our traditions alive. And I just want these traditions and the cultural heritage to pass on to our next generation.
Yeah.
So I would like to teach these type of folk arts, and I am learning the different type of folk arts.
Nice. That's really nice. And as you have just talked about it, and I can see that you are wearing a hand-painted Kathakali sari, right? So if you could just see that how much she loves arts. So she is an example who learn arts, who teach arts, and she's so proud even to display the arts. So definitely we will be launching soon our art wares, where you would be able to see a lot many varieties of dresses on which our Indian folk art would be hand painted and by a very own women artist, and obviously one of those will be you. And would you like to show any folk art done by you, any artwork to our audience here? Any art? Yeah.
Yeah, the thing behind me is an Kerala mural painting.
Wow. It is too lovely.
I made
so
it in
vibrant.
canvas.
Yeah, so colorful.
I made it in canvas and I converted it as a curtain.
Wow, amazing. It's quite innovative. Quite innovative, because I've never seen a Kerala mural or a canvas painting converted into a curtain. So,
yeah.
Wow, so creative and so innovative, Balaji.
And this one is another art form called Tanjavur painting. This is from our state of Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, can you just show it, the whole picture? Yeah. Wow, that's nice. And just to let people know that we use real gold foil and precious stones in
Yeah,
creating this painting. So it is
yeah,
it
yeah,
is like centuries old art form. It goes back to 5,000 years ago. The Tanjore folk art comes from Tamil Nadu, the state of India.
yeah,
So thank you so much,
yeah.
ma'am, for showing that to us. And you
Thank
must be, you are having your, your own paradise at your home with all the cultures and with all the colors and vibrancy in your home. Keeps you happy, right? In the end, that's what art does. It makes people happy.
Yeah.
It makes them creative,
So
innovative.
it motivates me.
Yeah.
Seeing these type of paintings daily in the morning, it motivates me to do more.
Wow. And does it like, it must be like very therapeutic, very meditative also, right? In the stressful times like
Yeah.
these, right now, what everyone is facing. So I guess this gives you a place to de-stress, to calm yourself.
Yes. Yes. Truly. Truly.
Truly. And so, can you also tell that why younger generation, why our young kids should be connected to learn folk arts?
Nowadays, kids have forgotten the traditions, and it is our duty to give them the traditional values to them through paintings. They don't have that much knowledge about the traditions nowadays. It is the artist's duty to give them such they can read the stories and get connected to the painting.
Yeah.
If you see some paintings in the Patachitra or some other folk art, there will be a story in it. There will be a story behind the painting.
Yeah, like
so who is this? This is Krishna and this is Balram. Then the kids would ask, who is Krishna and who is Balram? So the Purana comes out.
Yeah.
So the story comes out.
Yeah.
So this is the way we have to engage the kids.
Definitely.
So I love to.
Yeah. So like telling about our own heritage through arts, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like Madhubani.
Yes.
Like Madhubani, it depicts always the scenes of Ramayana, like Ram, Sita, right? And what happened in their kingdom, what happened when they went to the exile and those kind of things, the stories. So, and stories are a great way of telling the information, and it's a very engaging method. And right now in these modern times, definitely we are losing touch of our own culture and traditions. So I guess it's the time now to go back to our roots,
Yes.
learn it and spread it. And why not just to India, like tell it to the whole world, right? Because we have so much of treasure which we should be proud of. So yeah, definitely. So now tell me, like, what has been, I know like as an artist it's not easy, to follow your own path. So what has been your greatest challenge till date? And
yeah, my greatest challenge till now is the time management. As a homemaker, I don't find much time to do the arts. The beginning, I was struggling a lot. How can I cook? How can I go to shop? And how can I do my artworks?
yeah.
And I was struggling like anything. But slowly, I made up my mind to fix a particular time to do my arts. Slowly, that 1 hour, 2 hour, that also gives a great change in my life.
Wow. That's amazing.
Doing 1 or 2 hours per day, after a month, it would become a full complete painting.
Wow.
So when I see this, okay, then we have to give more time to this type of art so that we can achieve our goal.
Yeah. No, that's interesting, because I'm sure like many of us would be struggling with the time management, because women are wearing different hats at different time, and they might find it difficult to accommodate everything in their schedule. But that, as you said, like you have to make time for it, and if it's important for you, you will find time. So tell me, like how Daily Designist, my art platform, is helping you in your journey.
Daily Designist, I would say it's a wonderful platform that Chavi has created to empower all the women artists around the world. For me, it has given a stable platform to exhibit all my artworks, and also given the opportunity to teach people about the folk arts and the traditional values of our culture and our tradition to other country people.
Yeah.
So it has created a lot of difference in me, and it has given us such a wonderful opportunity to connect with people across the world.
Yeah, means you can, yeah, you always share knowledge and get to know them and they get to know you. So it's a good transfer of information. Yeah, that's definitely, like, wonderful, and that's what makes us human, I guess, the interactions. So I guess we have reached to the last of our segment. Like, what 2 cents, what advice would you want to give to any aspiring artist out there?
For the artist, I would say they should be authentic. They should stick to the authenticity of the painting, and they should not compromise for their authenticity for any cause. It should be like the tradition should be alive. They should not make any changes in it. Okay. The next thing is that they have to compete with themselves and keep on experimenting.
Yeah.
And do not stop working. That is the main mantra I would say for all artists. Do
Yeah.
not stop working.